Hello and welcome to my craft room. I love using watercolour pencils. I've got quite a lot of watercolour pencils. I started off with ones like these from W.H. Smith's, a cheapie set. I think a set of 24 cost me something like 12 quid. And they're okay, they're fine, they're absolutely fine. I think they look quite nice. I like the design of them. They just say just add water and W.H. Smith's on each of them. There's no colour name or anything like that. It's a good range of colours. So yeah, I haven't got a problem with them. For the price, they've been pretty good. Then I got some of these Arteza ones. I like the tub that they come in. I like the fact that they've swatched all the colours on the side, although it would have been more useful perhaps if the swatches were on white, I think, because some of the darker colours just don't show. But it's quite a nice container to keep them in. I like the look of it. It looks nice on my painty shelf. And all those things do matter to me. Quite often all my pencils and pens end up in little cubbies where I keep them, and little pots and carrying cases and things like that. But with these, I've kept them in the case because it works quite well. You can see it's a good range of colours. This set is a set of 48. I got them through Amazon. I think it cost me about £16.99 or something like that. And they've been really good. But then we got some of these in at work yesterday. So these are the Faber-Castell, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, Albrecht Durer watercolour pencils, and I've heard that these are the bee's knees. A lot more expensive though. I spent my entire day's wages yesterday on these. So they cost around 50 quid for the set of 36. And I just thought, I'm going to treat myself. You know, I went back to work after retiring from the NHS. I went back to work largely to fund my hobbies, really. So I'm not going to feel guilty treating myself to things like this. I'll be interested to see now if I got what I paid for. Do you get what you paid for? Are these going to be so much better? Because, 36 of these for, I haven't got a calculator. 36 of these for, let's call it 50 quid. 48 of the Arteza ones for 17 quid. It's a big price difference. How much better can they be? Shall we find out? I'm going to swatch a few, not all the colours because it takes ages, but just to see. And I thought you might quite like to find out with me. Okay, so I've got a piece of this watercolour paper, came in my schooler box. I like using these little pads for swatching and experimenting with effects and colours and things. So that's what I'm going to do. It's a 300 GSM watercolour paper. So I'm going to pick out a rainbow of colours really quickly. They won't be exactly the same as each other, but just to give a fair. So that's my little rainbow of colours from the Arteza selection. So the Faber-Castell, I haven't shown you these yet. So they come in. I'm really keen not to have, superfluous packaging. I like these that they just came in this cardboard tub which I can carry on using. That's brilliant. These had a plastic film around them, I guess to protect them. They are expensive. I question whether you really need a plastic film when you've got this cardboard sleeve and case inside, but that's just me. I'm just pernickety about packaging, I guess. But the case is beautiful. So these probably will get kept in the case at least for a while, because I just love it. It's it's very expensive looking. It's got this magnetic closure which I love, but I'm not buying it for the case. So, and once they get short, they're going to be hard to get hold of. I suspect, being me, they will soon be out and in a tub or something because it's more usable, and I'll use this for something else. You get a nice little leaflet with it, with lots of tips about how to blend them and get different effects and things. So that's really nice. When you get, I've already taken that out, you get a little brush as well, which is nice. It's a nice quality brush, and will be useful. I would, being pernickety again, I would say that I've already got a lot of brushes, and what I was buying was the pencils. Maybe another pencil would be more useful. I like that both sets have a white, because that can be really useful for mixing with other colours to make them more opaque, or for using on different colour backgrounds and things, so that's always handy. I think I should try the black and the white for each as well. So let's pick out a rainbow of these colours as well. Yes, yeah, I don't think they're going to last me very long. I'm finding this awkward. I like the way they're sharpened. So nice, but these ones, let's find one that hasn't. Yeah, these ones are also sharpened with a flat nose. Doesn't really matter, but this is more how I would sharpen them myself. So yeah, each one of these has got the name, lilac, the code number, spring green, the code number. Both of them are designed in a shape that stops them rolling off the desk too easily. That's always good. Phthalo blue and the code number. And one thing I noticed is that these are kind of quite fun, quirky kind of rose red, pumpkin, you know, names like that describe the colours. These are proper arty pigment names. If you know what I mean. Dark cadmium orange, phthalo blue, deep scarlet red. Yeah, they're more like, you know, if you were buying tubes of paint, those are the names you would see. Oh, and I was going to try the black and the white as well. So, right, so I'm going to try the cheaper end ones first. And I'm going to try just a very light scribble and then a denser scribble. One thing that's really nice to do is that you can kind of scribble yourself out a little mini palette and then just use this as a temporary kind of watercolour palette to take out with you or downstairs with you and whatever, you know. They're going on nicely. Yeah, not a problem. The colours look quite nice and vibrant, don't they? I'm able to get quite a good... I mean, obviously you're not getting a solid colour. I wonder if I should bring you down a little bit. That's better. Yeah, you're not getting a really solid colour because of the texture of the paper. It's hot, cold pressed paper. Didn't pick a very good indigo there. There's no reflection on the pencils. The white, I'm just going to try put some over here and try mixing it in a minute with some of the others. Okay, let's do the same with this one. They're going on nicely again. Perhaps they feel slightly softer or something, as if they've, you know, they just feel slightly, I don't know, creamier on the paper is the only way I can describe it. So I feel like I'm able to transfer more pigment to the paper more easily. Trying to be really open-minded and not feel like they're better just because they're more expensive. Just because I've been told they're wonderful, you know. So let's have some of the white up there. I just want to experiment with that a bit, and down here. And then one more thing I wanted to do with both of them is just try a couple of blends. So with these, I'm going to try mixing the blue with the yellow. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's see. So this is the Arteza and this is the Faber-Castell. I'm not going to use the Faber-Castell brush, I'm going to use the same brush on both of them. Let's have a look, shall we? Well, I already know these are pretty good. So that's the red colour, it's quite a pinky red. This is where I put the colour down quite lightly. I'm finding I'm having to scrub away a little bit to dissolve the pencil lines. So I would say if I wanted more intensity, I would be better to let that dry and go over and do another coat. That one seems to be moving a bit more easily. To be fair, if I wanted a really smooth effect without the pen, I'd probably use a smoother paper. But, oh, lovely, lovely vibrant yellow there. All the colours are nice so far. It feels like some of them are moving a bit more easily. Like that red was the hardest one. What the blue's like. Yeah, I'm having to get quite scrubby to make that move, but it is moving. It is moving. No problem at all with the colours, they're lovely. just going to try blending some in together while they're still wet as well. And then here's the black. Oh, it's leaving quite a big squibbly line there. That might just be me in the way I'm using them. That was pretty light on that side though, so I wonder if they will still move now. These are now dry. Will they still move and blend together? Let's just see. Not really. Okay, I'll try and do exactly the same thing with the other side. Oh, and then up here I've got the white. There's white there. And there was white here. Don't think I didn't use that very well because I've already over blended that. And let's just try the little blue and yellow. That's mixed together nicely and made a nice shade of green. You can still see the scribbly pencil line in the blue though. Yeah, it's pretty much gone now, but yeah, I think you can still see it. Well, let's see. That might happen with these as well. It might be my technique, not the pencils. Okay, so here we go. This is the red. Oh no, you see that pencil line is completely disappearing really easily. Let's see if it still does it where I've pressed harder to get more intense colour. Oh, look at that. Let's try a bit more. Let's reserve judgment till we've tried a few more. Yeah, the pencil just disappears. The pencil lines, you know. Really vibrant. I did try to give equal kind of coverage and pressure to try and do a fair comparison. So the blue and the red and the black seem to be the ones that were the hardest to shift in the Arteza. And they're just, yeah. I'm looking at that now. I would think I'd used watercolour pen. I can't see that I've used a pencil underneath at all. Yeah, I have to work a little bit more at this one, but yeah, not much. Super vibrant colours. Let's just try this mix. Yeah. Yeah, but you can see the pencil line a little bit under there. But yeah, I can make it disappear. And that's a lovely inky black there. Now, somewhere up here I did scribble some white. Oh, it was good. Let's be fair. Let's try blending these while they're get in there fast enough. So you're not getting a complete blend. You'd have to wait. You'd have to catch them when they were really wet. And I've already missed the boat there, I think. Let's just try this. White doesn't seem to be. I'm gonna try the white over the top of. Let's try it over the top of. Still wet. I need one that's dry. Let's try something else. I'm gonna try. Oh wait, now I've picked up the Arteza now. So this is the Arteza with. Just want to see what happens if I blend those together. And the same here. But I've done these the wrong way round. Okay. Here's the Arteza. Yeah, you do get kind of a more opaque kind of pastel effect, which is quite nice. Let's try this one. Because I scribbled pretty hard with the white. I am with both of them having to work quite hard to dissolve it, but it is dissolving. Yeah. I'll have to have a bit of an experiment with that. Okay, so I would say, in my humble opinion, you do get what you pay for, in that these were the Faber-Castell were kind of smoother and easier to put on and certainly to activate the colour and get rid of those kind of pencil marks. Having said that, they are more than twice the cost, almost 3 times the cost. And these, you can get really good results with the Arteza as well. So I'm not knocking the Arteza in any way, because I think they've been brilliant, but I am actually quite glad I've bought these. I think I will really enjoy using them. And I'm not going to feel the least bit guilty. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little comparison review. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Is it worth paying a premium price for some of these art supplies? Personally, I think go with the best you can afford, you know, and I spent a lot of years using really, really cheap art supplies and still do. And it's amazing what you can do with them. But I think probably the higher end ones do perform better. But I just think it's a balance. It's a balance, really. But yeah, on the whole, I'm glad I treated myself to those, and I will really enjoy them. I don't think they're going to be staying in the case though. Thanks very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again really soon. In fact, probably later today.